Okay, let us get cracking on and roll up the buttons of a photograph. A photograph is written by Shirley TOULSON. Now, let me tell you that we often pull the boners and we pronounce it as TOULSON. But is it so? Say I had remarked it is TOULSON. Fine. Shirley TOULSON. Shirley TOULSON, she's a lady, a lad, a beautiful lad. If you go around the net, you march into the net to know more of her, you're gonna get that she was born in England and how she goes around writing a photograph. And a photograph is one of my best loved poems written by any of the poetess. So the poetess has written this poem. I'll delineate this poem properly to you. See, I had marked the important, significant, salient literary devices which she has employed to adorn this one. So, the cardboard shows me how it was. Okay, let us pull the curtains, ring up the curtains of a photograph. A photograph is blazoned by Shirley TOULSON. Now, the erroneous boners that we citizenry, Indian or foreign citizenry, commits is that they pronounce it as photograph. Now I do not extrapolate that what is this photograph. No, it is photograph. See, I had embarked over it to just notify that it's photograph. Right? It is committed to pen and paper by Shirley TOULSON. Here too, there is an boner, boo-boos, which is committed. That is, TOULSON is pronounced by the citizenry as TOULSON. No, not at all. It goes all wrong. So a photograph by Shirley TOULSON, and I am gonna delineate it. I have marked the very salient literary devices which Shirley TOULSON has very bewitchingly, she has employed them all to adorn what she wants to say. I too mean that this photograph is one of the best loved poems of a poetess on my behalf. I mean so. My standpoint. So let's commence. They had smiled obviously because someone was encapsulating their photograph in a camera. Because they were smiling, they were cheesing, and who he was. At the uncle with the camera, that is their uncle, their kinsman, was encapsulating the reminiscent photograph of the picnic. Fine, the picnic, the children. Fine, a sweet face. Now, this is a very, very salient, important line. From here, you have to concentrate on what I say. Very important. A sweet face, a sweet visage. My mother's, that was before I was born. What Shirley TOULSON, she tries to asseverate over here. Let me tell you. In the salad days, that is when we are small, when we are toddlers, we are always smiling. we cut a capper, we go on holidays, we enjoy. But when we burgeons up, we are bound up with a lot of responsibilities or capulations. And the smile ebbs away. That has what happened with the poetess progenitress, the poetess mother. A sweet face which she could see, which she could espy, behold in the photograph of her mother, my mother's. That was before I was born. Before she was born, she was happy. That is, before her marriage, she was very happy, she was blissful. But after her accouchement, her birth, she turned pale, she turned puckered. She said, before I was born, because after the birth, she was bound up with a lot of responsibilities and she had turned pale, lachrymose. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Before I expound this line, very salient line, terribly transient feet here evinces a literary device which have been used. Alliteration here to anonymous, alliteration also, or alliteration, both are acceptable. Synecdoche and transferred epithet. If you love, if you shower of likes, if you shower of views over this very this very delineation, I tell you, I promise you, I give a commitment that I'm gonna expound the later part of this chapter, this poem too, which has a lot more to tell. And this very significant one will only be told if you go on showering lot of love, affection over my first pioneer video. I here, Aryan, signs off.